You're welcome back to TechBiz Insights YouTube channel, and I'm confident. Today, we'll be talking about mastering Scrum, which is a comprehensive guide to Scrum. Moving in quickly, what is Scrum? Scrum is a management framework that teams use to self-organize and work towards a common goal. Scrum is also a specific agile framework that provides a structured but yet flexible way to manage complex projects. It describes a set of meeting, tools, and roles for efficient project delivery. It's more like a sports team practicing for a big match. Scrum practices allows teams to self-manage, learn from experience, and adapt to change. Software teams use Scrum to solve complex problems, which is cost-efficient and sustainable. What is Scrum methodology? Scrum methodology are the principles and values that characterizes Scrum for project success, and this includes transparency, reflection, and adaptation. For transparency, teams work together in an environment where everyone is aware of the challenges that others might be experiencing. There are regular face-to-face conversations between cross-functional members and project owners. This is to prevent miscommunication and information bottlenecks. For reflection, having frequent reflection points are built into frameworks to allow team members to review their progress. Project managers use insights from these reviews meetings for estimation and future planning. As a result, projects can run more efficiently within budget and on schedule. For adaptation, team members can reprioritize tasks based on changing customers' requirements. They decide which tasks to complete first and which to revisit in the future. What are the core values of Scrum? Scrum team follows 5 core values, which are focus, respect, courage, openness, and commitment. For focus, during any given period, team members will work from product backlog of tasks. They will focus on the selected tasks to provide deliverables within a limited time frame. For respect, team members respect the project manager, each other, and the Scrum process. This culture of respect creates a spirit of mutual collaboration and cooperation within the team. For courage, Scrum team shows courage by asking open and challenging questions. They have honest answers and transparent discussion to arrive at the best. For openness, Scrum team members are open to new ideas and opportunities that support individual learning and the overall project quality. And for commitment, Scrum team members are committed to time-based tasks, and these goals are dedicated to continuous improvement to find the best solution. How does Scrum work? Scrum basically is a framework that is easy to learn but takes a little more time to become an expert in. Basically, Scrum works on the strength of following all the rules and regulations of the team to accomplish each purpose part time. What is the essence of Scrum? The essence of Scrum is a self-organizing team delivering customer value in a time period called sprint. Each sprint is associated with an artifact, roles, and events that are defined by Scrum. So let's look at each of these in details. So what are Scrum artifacts? Scrum artifacts are tools used by Scrum team to solve problems and manage projects. Scrum artifacts provides critical planning and task information to team members and stakeholders. There are 3 primary artifacts, one of which is product backlog. Product backlog is a dynamic list of features, requirements, enhancements, and fixes that must be completed for project success. It is the team's to-do list, which is consistently revisited and reprioritized to adapt to market changes. These product owners maintain and update the list, removing irrelevant items and adding new requests from customers. Next is sprint backlog. The sprint backlog is a list of items to be completed by the development team in a current sprint cycle. Before each sprint, the team chooses which item it will work on from the project backlog. A sprint backlog is flexible and can evolve during a sprint. Next, we have increments. The increment is a step towards a goal or vision. It is the usable end product from a sprint. Team can adapt different methods to define and demonstrate their sprint goal. Despite the flexibility, the fundamental sprint goal, which is what the team wants to achieve from the current sprint, the sprint can't be compromised. For example, if a team chooses to give an update or an upgrade to a customer at the end of a sprint, so their sprint goal will be completed once the software changes is released to the customer. So the increment becomes the step taken to ensure that the customer receives the proposed change. Or that team might work on completing a set of features that will be released together. In this case, the sprint goal will be completed when the features is tested successfully. Moving away from Scrum artifacts, we're going into Scrum roles. So what are Scrum roles? Scrum roles are the responsibility of the Scrum team. A Scrum team needs 3 specific roles, which is a product owner, a Scrum leader or master, and a development team. A product owner represents customers' interests, defines and prioritizes features in the backlog. The product owner focuses on ensuring that the development team delivers the most value to the business. They understand and prioritize the changes and needs of the end user, which is the customer. Effective product owners do the following. They give the team clear guidance on which feature to deliver next. They bridge the gap between what the business wants and what the team understands. They decide when and how frequently release should happen. Next, we have Scrum leaders or masters. They ensure the team follows the Scrum practices, they remove impediments, and they foster a collaborative environment. The Scrum leaders or masters are the champions for Scrum within their team. They are accountable for the Scrum team's effectiveness. They coach teams, product owners, and the business to improve its Scrum process and optimize delivery. Scrum leaders are also responsible for doing the following. 1. Schedule resources needed for sprints, facilitate other sprint events and team meetings, lead digital transformation within the team, facilitate any team training when adapting new technologies, communicate with external groups to solve any challenges the team might be facing as a whole. And finally, we have the development team. The development team are responsible for delivering the product's increments. They consist of testers, designers, UX specialists, OPS engineers, and developers. The team members have different skill sets and cross-train each other, so no person becomes a bottleneck in delivering work. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, recommends these 2 pizza roles when deciding team size. He said, a team should be small enough to share 2 pizzas. The Scrum development team do the following. First, they work collaboratively to ensure a successful sprint completion. They champion sustainable development practices. They self-organize and approach projects. They drive the planning and estimating for how much work they can complete for each sprint. Moving away from Scrum roles into Scrum events. What are Scrum events? Scrum events or Scrum ceremonies are a set of sequential meetings that Scrum team performs regularly, and some of these events include the following: sprint planning, sprint, daily Scrum or stand-up, sprint goals, sprint reviews, and sprint retrospective. For sprint planning, the team estimates the work to be completed in the next sprint. Members define sprint goals that are specific, measurable, and attainable. So at the end of the planning meeting, every Scrum member knows how each increment can be delivered in the sprint. For a sprint, it is the actual time period when the Scrum team works together to finish an increment. 2 weeks is the typical work length for a sprint, but it can vary depending on the need of the project and the team. The more complex the work and the more unknowns, the shorter the sprint should be. For daily Scrum or stand-up, they are the short meetings in which Scrum members check in and plan for the day. They report on work completed and voice any challenge in the meeting. It is called a stand-up because it aims to keep the meeting as short as possible, like when everybody is standing. For the sprint review, at the end of the sprint, the team gets together for an informal session to review the work completed and showcase it to stakeholders. The product owners might also rework the product backlog based on the current sprint. And finally, sprint retrospective, where the team comes together to document and discuss what worked and what didn't work during the sprint. Ideas generated are used to improve future sprints. As a point of note, Scrum can be used in other walks of life, but is used mostly for software development. So why is Scrum important in software development? As already stated, all kinds of teams such as HRs, marketing, and design use Scrum effectively. However, Scrum is more prevalent in software development and engineering teams. It is important for the following reasons. It allows teams to respond faster to changing requirements without letting costs and budgets spin out of control. Ability to maintain quality in changing situations. Quality assurance checks are built into Scrum framework. Team defines requirements at the start of each sprint. Team also comprehensively assess the software or product life cycle while establishing a team vision if done. This means requirements remain relevant and achievable within a short time frame. Regular product owner feedback in sprint reviews allow continuous team improvements throughout the project. We also have the increased return on investment. Scrum team prioritize requirements based on customer value and risk analysis. The focus is on developing a primary working product that can be released to market to gather early customers' feedback. Scrum development is characterized by fewer cost defects, team efficiency, and a fail-fast approach that saves money in the long run. Also, for happier and more productive teams, self-managed and self-organized team structure allow members to be more creative and innovative. Members have the flexibility to organize their work according to their work styles, personalities, and personal life goals. Working cross-functionally allows members to learn new skills and mentor each other. As a result, Scrum creates an environment of support and trust, increasing people's overall motivation and morale. And finally, it is a relevant metrics that improves estimation. Scrum team also choose their own metrics to measure project performance. They estimate timelines, budgets, and quality metrics based on their experiences and capabilities. The project owners has control because estimates are relevant. Team gets more support at the beginning of the project and naturally speed up over time. Project stakeholders review working products and provide regular feedback to ensure the project stays on track. Most time, Scrum is mistaken practically for agile. So what's the difference between Scrum and agile? So it's basically Scrum versus agile. Agile refers to a mindset or a way of thinking in software development. It is a philosophy adapted at the organizational level to get every team member to focus on continuous improvement and value delivery to customers. While Scrum is a framework for getting work done within the Agile. Scrum uses all the core principles of Agile to define methods to facilitate a project. However, it is important to note that Agile does not always mean Scrum. Many different methodologies take an Agile approach to project management. The combination of Agile principles and the Scrum framework promotes a responsive, iterative, and customer-centric approach to project management, fostering adaptability and continuous improvement throughout the development project. Now that's it from us. We'll see you in our next video. In the meantime, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. If this video was helpful, don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section and let us know what you think about it. We'll see you in our next video.